Hey, what's up, YouTube channel? It's Tars down again, y'all. And this is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Uh, I had a kind of disheartening experience the other day. I did a video talking about some of the things that Fresh and Fit do and the ways that they deal with women and stuff like that. And some of the response I got back from some of the guys made me understand that about 80 or 90% of the guys are totally doomed when it comes to this. That when it comes to women and dating, it's about 90% of guys that are doomed. Okay. I tried explaining the best I could why you could have money and still be a loser and you still can't get this point across to these guys these days. I guess it's because nobody has any real self-confidence or any real self-respect. Now, I'm going to talk about those things here in a minute. All right. First off, thank y'all very much for all the subscribers I've been getting. This experience that I've had has made me appreciate my subscribers even more, because that means that y'all are part of that 10% of guys, 10%, 20% of guys who haven't sold themselves out, sold their soul to being a loser. And I appreciate you for joining me on this channel. I appreciate you for that. That's what my channel is about. I don't want to see men hurting. I don't. But at this point, now I see them hurting themselves. I've been trying to talk as much as I can on this channel, being a way of towards of helping people. But I'm starting to understand now that some people don't want the help, which is just fine with me too. All right. So yeah, thank you for this. Thank you for subscribing. Because this means that you somebody that's not part of the 80%, 90%. You're not sitting there believing that you're totally doomed and all the other good stuff, because those are lies. Those are lies. Women have all the power. That's a lie. If there's a case, these same red pill, MGTOW, all these other jokers and like red pill, like, well, not red pill, but the Fresher Fit and all that junk. If women had all the power, these guys, their own narrative says it's not true. Their own narrative says it's not true. They tell you all this, and they tell you if you get money, it's supposed to, I guess, counteract that, which it doesn't. Because when you look at these guys, especially the Fresh and Fit guys, you look at them, their money has not counteracted how women treat them. It hasn't. It hasn't. And it won't. The thing of it is that guys got to start understanding that you got to have some kind of personality to even be around other men, to even get respect from other men. That's like I said myself. I can understand why these 80 or 90% of guys turn off women, because they give me the creepy crawlies too. Cringe, as you want to call it. It makes me feel that same way. I was never one of these guys, and the majority of these guys nowadays, I'm starting to understand, is the guys who's getting punked in school. That's what it's starting to seem to me. You know, I got a lot of good comments behind that video. Some of them came from some of my subscribers, and I don't have a problem with them. They told me, like, I agree with this right here. And I agree with them agreeing with that part, because I never said them guys don't tell the truth. I didn't say they wasn't telling the truth. The point that I'm trying to put across to people, though, that I was trying, because I won't try it no more. Not to get, I talk to Alpha Squad on this channel, like, if you want to keep going towards that, you hit like, you hit subscribe, and you join me. I don't care about you having opinions about other people, but as long as you joined here, I know that somewhere in your mind, you're not that. Because if you can listen to me without getting upset, if you can listen to me without thrashing back out, because that's what I got a lot of. A lot of guys was thrashing out. And I'm like, huh? But the guys who came on my channel and gave good comments and said, hey, I agree with these guys and I feel like this, I can still rock with those jokers, because somewhere in there, they still the 10% and 20%. They may be looking at an 80% guy and following the 80% guy because they think that he's had some success and stuff like that. But sooner or later, those guys are going to grow out of that jump. And they're going to understand that, no, that right there was holding me back. Is it some of it the truth? They kept telling me about it is the truth. It's the truth. I agree with the guys that are telling the truth. The problem was this right here, Alpha Squad. You could keep complaining to women all you want to. They don't have to change their standards. They don't have to. The same way that the women, when I watched, I've seen Fresh and Fit. I've seen Kevin Samuels. And even Kevin Samuels kept telling them, and Fresh and Fit kept saying it. Well, guys who got money not going to change their standards. I ain't changing mine. But my thing is, it's pointless for guys to sit there going back and forth with women about this type of junk when you could be talking about getting some money. When you could be talking about bettering yourself. The so-called things I thought the red pill was supposed to be about. But they spend more time talking to women about shit that women ain't going to change. And that's what hurts me. That's why I built my own channel. That's why I started talking my own. That's why I keep doing my own thing. Because it's like, if you join with the rest of these groups, you have to become part of this little pity party where you sit around and you complain about women wanting this and women wanting that. When in the end, it's really about you and what you got. In the end, it's about the criteria that you meet towards meeting certain females. Even these guys on these channels, when they get to talking about it, I heard the Myron Gaines guy. Hey, I'm not going to get a date, Rihanna. No, the fuck you're not. No. Even if this guy was super rich, he wouldn't get no date with certain women because he was a geek. That's one thing that I'm telling y'all something. I done learned something from this. I learned something from this. This jump, that alpha and beta thing they was talking about, which is you either a geek or you not, that shit exists. At first, I didn't think it did. But when I started doing these videos and trying to tell guys about, hey, look, it's pointless about you to sit here talking to women and complaining and trying to pop back and all. And guys was getting mad. And then guys was sitting there telling me like, oh, well, what kind of women they sleep with? But they sleep with prostitutes. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a guy with millions of dollars in his pockets and I still got to pay women to pay attention to me. That's not how that shit works. It's not how it works. You're supposed to be getting the money so you don't have to pay for the attention. That way you get the attention already because they're trying to get the money. That's what's supposed to happen, but it's not happening that way. And then I got guys telling me that that's okay when I know better. And I'm gonna keep telling you, Alpha Squad, that ain't right. That's not how that works. If y'all ever make it to the point of having money, if I make it to the point of having money and I gotta pay women for attention, then I done lost. I don't even want it that way. I don't want it no more. If you gotta sit there and keep begging somebody and keep talking to women about junk that they're not gonna change, you are a loser. If you did that to anybody, it wouldn't have to be women. If there's a guy who had a car that you wanted and he told you he ain't gonna sell it to you for the price that you're talking about, and you don't go get the rest of the money to pay this dude so you can get the car, but you just keep trying to explain the other reasons why you should have it, your ass is begging and you are a loser. I have a misunderstanding of why guys can't see that. That's why I'm dropping this video. So I'm hoping like Haddonfield 63 or some other body come out of the doggone woodworks and tell me like, hey, look, OG, this is why we think that. I'm not gonna think it's right. There's nothing you can tell me because I've never seen this. In my generation, men have respect for themselves even if they didn't have money. And what I started to understand about what's going on now, especially with some of the comments I was getting, is that as long as you have money, it's okay for you to suck. It's okay for you to have to pay women. And just like I look at the Coach Greg Adams guy and stuff like that. Some of these other channels that these guys are all like orbiting around. You know, the Lucario guy, just like that. This guy's wife sleeps with other people and men are still listening to him. I do not get that. And I'm not ever going to get that. And what I'm going to tell you guys is that if you got that kind of person, if somebody's wife can sleep with other people and you let this person mentor you, you suck. You suck. Because here's the deal. He sucks. That's the Lucario situation. The Coach Greg Adams situations. If you 60-something-year-old man and you got to pay women, you got to go give women money, and you advocate, I would never advertise that to younger men that you should be paying women for sex. Okay, you may as well not complain about them changing their doggone standards then, because if you're going to pay for sex, why should they change? That's two of them. Then you come down to the fresh and fit guys. Women got all this power. Women got all this power. No, they don't. Y'all gave that shit to them. That's what y'all did. You give them that power every time you sit there complaining to sluts and losers, women. That makes it even worse. You're giving them that power then. These women shouldn't even be featured on none of this junk. They should be so far beneath your level that you got nothing to do with them. But a 30-something-year-old guys are using sugar daddy websites, and I'm 45, I wouldn't use one. I would never tell a young man to be using one. You disrespecting yourself when you sugar daddy and all that other good shit. Y'all tell me a little bit about this. I'm dropping this video right here because I really want to know what's going on. So this is a question from me to the audience of people. What is going on out here, young bucks? What's going on? Because this ain't respecting yourself. That is not. It is not. 80-90% of y'all are doomed, guys. You're doomed. You keep listening to these type of jokers right here, your ass is going to wind up in the same type of situation. You're going to. If you ever get any money, first off, you're going to be screwed before you ever get any money because they're telling you that. Which is funny to me because they turn around and talk about how much Pookies and Ray Rays and all this junk. Somehow men with no money are getting women to choose them when men with money can't do it. There's something wrong with that. And it's not the women, y'all. It's personality at that point. Having money don't make you not be a loser. That is one thing I am sure of by watching these guys. I just named 3 of them. Lucario, the doggone Coach Greg Adams, and these fresh and fit guys. Well, that's 4. That's 4 motherfuckers I'm seeing, and everybody keep telling me about, well, they got more money than you. Yeah, but these guys got to pay freaking women. I don't have to do that with less money than them. And if I get as much money as they got, I'm still not going to be paying women. So who the hell really is winning? That's what I got to understand. I don't understand. Who the fuck is winning? That's what I'm asking y'all guys today. Who is winning? The guy who can get women or the guy who has to pay women? Because at this point, it's starting to look to me like the guys who are paying women are the ones who are being called the winners. Y'all drop the comments, let me know what y'all think about that, y'all. But 80% of these jokers is doomed. There ain't no coming back from most of this. It's saddening. It almost makes me want to just shut down and just go away, but I ain't gonna do that. It's at least 10% of guys out there that's listening to this, and maybe I can get the answer from them. What the hell is going on? Since when did paying women and letting your wife sleep with other men and keep begging women to change their standards when they keep telling you no, when the hell did that start making you a man? That's all I want to know, guys. It's been Torres down to y'all, and this is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. Y'all hit like, subscribe, share, and let's keep the conversation going. All right, I'm out of here on this one. Peace.